we want like, we got like big plans, you know what I'm saying? We looking like we're trying to get like a record label and stuff, you know?
Guys, if you have been wondering what happened to the iconic young duo Criss Sross, in this video, I'm going to spill all the details on Chris Kelly and Chris Smith. Get ready to have their most deepest secrets uncovered. And finally, I'm going to shed more light on the tragic demise of Chris Kelly and what role Jada Pinkett Smith played in all this. So, if you are mature enough to remember the 90s, you probably were listening to Kris Kross. They achieved success at a young age, becoming the youngest hip-hop duo to gain success with gold and platinum albums at ages 12 and 13. Despite their meteoric rise, the 1990s brought challenges that gradually led to their decline.
Did you see that coming at all? Were you guys still in contact?
No, I didn't see that coming.
Their initial triumph stemmed from a distinctive image and catchy tunes, notably their iconic trend of wearing clothes backward that captivated global attention. However, with time, their novelty and originality started to fade, and the once distinguishing backward pants gimmick seems like a bad taste and some childishness. Also, the teenagers faced the struggle with their voice change as their youthful tones deepened over time. This transition proved difficult, especially for fans who didn't recognize their idols anymore.
I would like to say Kris Kross would still be, still have jump and still be a hit.
You'd still sing and dance just the same.
Despite efforts to release new music and even tour, Kris Kross faced lukewarm receptions from both fans and critics. It's nothing new for the industry, but it clearly tarnished their success. Declining album sales and half-filled concert venues resulted in the ultimate decision to drop one last album before splitting. In 1996, their final album, Young, Rich, and Dangerous, garnered gold certification, showcasing a matured sound that slightly departed from their youthful image. Hits like Tonight's the Night and Live and Die for Hip Hop received substantial airplay. Yet, shortly after, the duo parted ways, mirroring the disbandment trajectory of other 90s contemporaries.
Everything happened so fast. We just want to thank all our fans out here for supporting us.
At its peak, Kris Kross toured with Michael Jackson and recorded a song for the popular Nickelodeon cartoon series Rugrats. But as the group aged into more mature subject matter, its popularity waned. It seemed like challenges faced by the duo members made them unable to keep up with the growing pace of the music industry. The fans who were fond of the memories of their earlier years were trying to find out what Chris and Chris were doing these days. And as it turned out, there have been some major dramatic changes involving scandals and deep shad secrets. As an adolescent superstar, Smith and his bandmate Kelly made a lasting impact on pop culture. They captured audiences with their dynamic performances, popularized their trademark backward clothing style, and even appeared in movies and television shows at the height of their fame. And no one could expect such a tragic end of their duo.
Probably gonna make like 4 albums. So we just gonna like, you know what I'm saying, keep making records, and then like we might go on tour in like 97 again.
Let's jump into 2013, when the duo made waves with news of their one-time reunion for the 20th anniversary of Jermaine Dupri's So Deaf of It in Atlanta. Fans were thrilled at the prospect of witnessing Chris Smith and Chris Kelly back together on stage, performing their iconic hits. In an interview with Yahoo Music, Chris Kelly, one half of Kris Kross, discussed the reunion, clarifying that it wasn't the commencement of a complete comeback, just one-time thing to remember good old times with his pale. They wanted to find out if there was still a demand for their music and if they could recapture the magic of their early success.
Pump your fist like this, let me see you. Pump your fist like this. Pump your fist like this, come on.
However, instead of reviving the band and bringing many joyful memories as reunions should do, this event was a part of something sinister and eventually lead to the tragedy that took the life of one of Chris's. The rumors kept swirling that Kelly delved into deep dependence on certain heavy substances, and his state only aggravated after he emerged on the stage with his longtime friend. Apparently, there's something more sinister than just loss of originality and growing up. It was heavily discussed that the famous mother of hoes Jada Pinkett Smith had an entanglement with Kelly, and everything would be okay if not due one tiny fact that the alleged encounter happened when Kelly was 15.
You think Jada Pinkett was entangling? She was entangling with Chris Kelly.
Now, it feels like the world of glamour and fame had destroyed this man, and the horrors she has been through at the pinnacle of his career broke him. At the age of 34, a few weeks after the famous reunion, Chris Kelly passed away because he took too much of something that shouldn't be taken at all. And the social media has a lot to say about that. As one person commented, prime example of too much fame and money way too fast, plus not having someone with their absolute interest when you're talking about some of the greatest duos all time. And another user added, it's not only rappers and rock stars that pass away over overdose, but seem like they get dragged under the bus the most. Chris Kelly's unhealthy habit not only impacted his personal life, but also took a toll on his professional career. The once promising rap star found it increasingly challenging to maintain his creative output and meet the expectations of his fans and the industry, so he found nothing better than to party like it was his last day.
A real good time, you know. He used to get drunk as hell on I was staying next to Nabs while he played.
His struggles with substances affected his physical and mental well-being. Despite his undeniable talent and early success, his lifestyle led to his untimely passing. In a heartfelt statement, his music partner and friend Chris Smith wrote to millions of fans worldwide, he was the trend-setting backwards pants, wearing one half of Kris Kross, who loved making music. But to us, he was just Chris, the kind, generous, and fun-loving life of the party. The circumstances surrounding Chris Kelly's untimely passing were steeped in tragedy and disbelief. According to the police report obtained by TMZ, Kelly's mother disclosed that he had combined 2 strong substances on the night before his demise. This lethal mixture proved fatal, abruptly ending the life of a gifted artist.
Right now, the family is just trying to get beyond what has happened, and we've lost.
On May 1st, 2013, mere hours before his demise, a distressing video emerged, providing a troubling glimpse into Chris Kelly's state. The footage depicted chaos in his Atlanta home, showcasing the grim reality of his struggles. In the video, a disoriented Kelly attempted to rap along with blaring music, with lyrics taking a dark turn. Following the video recording, an alarming call was made from Kelly's residence to 911, reporting his unconscious and unresponsive state. The caller said, "I don't think he's breathing because he's just lying there." Medical responders arrived promptly but were unable to revive him. Chris Kelly was declared deceased at around 5 p.m., shocking the world and prompting an outpouring of grief from fans and the music community.
Was found unresponsive in a southwest Atlanta home. He was taken to Atlanta Medical Center.
Chris Smith, devastated by the loss, shared poignant reflections on their enduring friendship and the profound void left by Kelly's absence. Their lifelong bond, established in their youth, now confronted Smith with the challenge of navigating a world without his cherished partner by his side. The toxicology report just proved the initial speculations were correct, and after the reunion, Kelly dived deep into partying and using again. A combination of certain prohibited substances in his system, the ultimate 8 substances in his system, the ultimate aided to the tragedy.
Wayne 648 today, an autopsy is scheduled for the member of the famed hip-hop duo Kris Kross, Chris Kelly.
In 2014, Chris Kelly's mother, Donna Kelly Pratt, gave an interview shedding light on her son's challenges as a child. Her implications suggested that he had been influenced and pressured into troubling situations by adults, and interestingly, one familiar name has surfaced. These allegations hinted at the darker aspects of the music industry and the potential struggles Kelly had faced. It initiated discussions about how certain adults were using their influence and magnetism to prey on the innocent.
From there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
Further controversy surfaced regarding an alleged intimate involvement between Chris Kelly and none other than Jada Pinkett Smith. These speculations add a layer of complexity to the Kris Kross story. As one of the witnesses recalled, "You think Jada Pinkett was entangling? She was entangling with Chris Kelly for mother effing Kris Kross. Kris Kross was in the room, and Kris was like, Jada Pinkett is at the door, but don't leave." Well, when combined with the pressures of fame and the challenges Kelly encountered, it might have wounded him personally, and the long-coveted reunion and possible revival of the music career resulted in tragedy. Following his partner's untimely demise, Chris Smith embarked on a journey of self-discovery and reinvention, but mostly choosing to keep low profile and engage into visual art instead of music, as his inspiration has gone with his dear old friend forever.
We had just started, having much more dialogue about them going on tour and doing other things.
However, fans still remember the duo's initial glory, and these memories cherish them amidst the tragic loss of Kelly. As one person commented, Kris Kross was unbelievable. I remember back in the day, I lost it hearing the song. And the music was so dope, and they were insanely cool. Incredible memories. And another user added, I miss that old school hip-hop duo. I would like anything to bring back the 90s era. Well, since Chris Kelly is no longer with us, all we have to live with is memories of this iconic young duo. Now, I have a question for you guys. What do you think about the Kris Kross rapid and sudden decline? And what other cringy secrets about them will be uncovered in the future? Let me know what you're thinking. And in the meanwhile, don't forget to check my other videos